Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Christina. This video is about fragrances with a 10 out of 10 trail. Fragrances that smell addictive. The longer you wear them, the more you love them. I chose pretty much only niche fragrances that are unisex, but all of these fragrances are so addictive. The trail is to die for. So yeah, if you're interested, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get into it. And the first fragrance in this video is the newest release from YSL called BABYCAT. So BABYCAT is that bourbon vanilla with some pepper in the opening, olibanum, but also sway, so it gets a little bit leathery. But I would say it's a little bit more unisex in the opening, in the mid stage, the dry down and the trail. I love it. I love it, but it does get a little bit more feminine leaning. So it does get a bit more vanilla-like, crispy, sweet, you know, fluffy, not as leathery as I would expect it to. So this was a blind buy. I think I bought it for 171 euros online with a 10% discount on the YSL website in Germany. I love this fragrance. Have I smelled something similar before? Yes. Is it totally new, something revolutionary? No. This is your bourbon vanilla with a little bit of suede, something that gets a bit more vanilla-like, crispy, sweet, as I said, fluffy, just basically a little bit more feminine leaning in the base. But if you love such scent profile, you need this fragrance. This will be a crowd pleaser, you know, a compliment getter, something that warms you up during winter and fall. So I will wear this fragrance a lot this winter, and I will also mention it in my top 10 winter fragrances this year. So yeah, BABYCAT YSL. The next fragrance on the other side, let's do a freshie. If you love or hate fresh citrusy fragrances, I'm not a fan of citrusy fragrances. I just don't find them most of the times that interesting. But this is next level, totally. Such a compliment getter, but also the trail. The trail gets better and better, and when you wear this fragrance, it's a long-lasting one. It doesn't project as much, but it has a beast longevity. It has iris, honeysuckle, bitter oranges, mandarin orange. I think also a little bit of bergamot, and then tonka bean, amber, I think some vetiver in the base. It's a beautiful, beautiful citrusy iris with warm undertones. And this is Musk Panache by MAISON REBATCHI. So this fragrance, I haven't used up that much. I've had it, I think maybe for 1 year. You don't need a lot. I do overspray this fragrance. I love it. Whenever you wear it, the trail is amazing. This is the 10 out of 10 trail, highly addictive, a compliment getter. People love to smell such fragrances on you. Like really, every second time I wear it, I do get a compliment or somebody says, what is it, you know? But I'm not surprised. It's by Maurice Roussel, an amazing perfumer. And also it has a magnetic cap. Musk Panache is for the lovers of something musky that doesn't smell too clean, too aldehydic, too maybe like, let's say, boring, you know? It's a multifaceted musk fragrance with some iris, honeysuckle, a little bit bitter in the opening, and also a little bit warmer in the base, you know, with the tonka bean and amber. So yeah, Musk Panache by MAISON REBATCHI. The next fragrance is also powdery, a little bit woodsy, white floral, and aromatic. A complex fragrance. I won't list all the notes. There are dozens of notes, and it's by ROJA Parfums, a fragrance I bought, I think, more than 1 year ago, 1.5 years ago, and it was an investment, but I love this fragrance. I wish the longevity was a little bit better, but this is Reckless Eau de Parfum by ROJA Parfums. You know, this fragrance house, they create such masterpieces where the notes are blended really, like I cannot say what is in the pyramid. I know there are some aldehydes in the opening, then the peach, some woody notes, but it doesn't get peachy. It's really a complex powdery compliment getter with the most beautiful trail, like 20 out of 10 trail, highly addictive, a fragrance. Like if you want to start with a fragrance from this fragrance house, you know, go test these fragrances first by really have a look at Reckless, apply it to your skin, and then see like the trail. I love the trail maybe after 2 hours. It disappears from my skin within 5 hours, I would say, but after 2 hours I do get there a little bit more of that woodiness with some powdery kick to it, but not too much. It's also white floral, a little bit aromatic, you know, an amazing, beautiful, kind of not easy to understand fragrance, but also not too complicated to wear it. So yeah, Reckless by ROJA. The next fragrance is for the lovers of something white floral, green with fruity kick to it, a little bit maybe also ozonic. like a beast fragrance. And this is a compliment getter. Whenever I wear this fragrance, I notice people turn their heads. You cannot not love this fragrance. This is what this fragrance house is about. Highly addictive and totally, but totally beast long-lasting fragrances. And this is ACCENTO Overdose by XERJOFF. I do have a mini bottle. I think I do have 3 mini bottles. Also MUSC, but I'm not sure about MUSC. I do think I smelled something similar in Sephora, but I'm not sure. But ACCENTO Overdose, this is that niche white floral green fragrance with some fruitiness to it. The longevity, the performance is beast. It's 8+ hours, stays on my skin forever, on my clothes forever, but it's a complex white floral and green fragrance with the best trail ever. So yeah, this is ACCENTO Overdose by XERJOFF. Definitely try this fragrance if you haven't. The next fragrance is so sexy, highly addictive, and the trail. Whenever I smell this trail, I know I want to have this fragrance in my collection forever. And this is Floral Amber Sensual Musk by ROSENDO MATEU. So number 5. What a beautiful and also long-lasting fragrance. It's that sensual musk. It's not fresh musk. It's not clean musk. It's a very, very warm and ambery, sensual, indeed sensual musk with those floral nuances. It's a fragrance that you have to try if you're into oriental, floral, ambery fragrances, but you love something powdery with that musk. Try it. And I love to smell this fragrance on me, and I also love to smell this fragrance on other people. When they walk by, the trail is 100 out of 10. A fragrance I didn't like in the beginning that much, but then I decided to buy a full bottle. Now I'm in love. I've had this bottle for quite some time, you know, and it's very long lasting, so I don't use it as much, but it's a trail 100 out of 10. An amazing release, number 5 by ROSENDO MATEU. The next fragrance where the trail is something you've smelled before and you don't know what it is, but you want to keep smelling it for the rest of your life, and it smells warm, kind of interesting, not boring, and yet just so elegant and simple. This is TOLU by ORMONDE JAYNE. This is a must try, I would say almost a must have if you love amber and TOLU in fragrances, also with aromatic notes. It's an all year round TOLU and amber fragrance with that some greenness to it, and yet it feels very warm. It's not green like fresh, but maybe a little bit thick and green, and then the amber and TOLU. It smells a little bit golden, yellowish, just an amazing fragrance. It's not too warm that you could wear it only during winter. I would say some people say it's just for winter, but some people say, yeah, it's an all year round amber. I can pull it off during summer. Definitely try it if you love TOLU, if you love amber, some aromatic nuances, and you're looking for the next complex, the It ambery fragrance with TOLU. So yeah, ORMONDE JAYNE. The next fragrance is actually an ugly bottle, just because I've had it for quite some time, and always whenever I wear it, it's a simple fragrance. It's linear, but it does the job. It's not as expensive considering this is a niche fragrance house, and it's Crazy and Love by MONTALE. So yeah, you can see some like white spots on the bottle, but it's that ambery rose with sugar, with saffron. And apart from the fact that it has a beast longevity, beast performance, ciliage, everything, the trail is ambery, a little bit rosy, sugary with saffron. I just don't want, okay, let's once, but oh, it's that rose. It's that addictive, sweet, sexy rose with amber, with brown sugar. It doesn't smell too sugary, like maybe gourmand or edible, no. It's a beautiful, gorgeous oriental rose that you need in your collection if you're a fan of sexy, ambery, floral fragrances and you're looking for something not with such a high price tag that does the job, stays on your skin for 12+ hours, then Crazy in Love is that fragrance. The next fragrance is a tobacco that we all know. It's that Osmanthus tobacco. Some people say there's cherry. There's no cherry. Like, I don't smell cherry in this fragrance. I've never smelled it in this fragrance, and my bottle is not as long lasting. I think I do have one of the latest releases or batch codes. It stays on my skin for maybe maximum 1 hour, which is kind of sad. So this is Harrod by Parfums de Marly. Who doesn't know Harrod? This fragrance is, oh, it's one of the sexiest tobacco fragrances ever. I wish, as I said, I wish the longevity was better. I do love to wear it during winter and fall. It's a fragrance that you will get compliments with. It's a crowd pleaser. It's just an amazing fragrance, an amazing release. One of the best niche fragrances ever created, just because it's cozy. It smells warm, addictive. The tobacco with the osmanthus. The trail is, as I said, 10 out of 10. Highly addictive fragrance. So yeah, have it. The next fragrance is a rose fragrance. It smells dark and oriental, delicious, with some brown sugar, with raspberry, I think also some pink pepper and oud. And no, it's not that typical rose oud combination. I actually don't smell here the oud that much, to be honest. To me, it's more like a patchouli with rose, with some gourmand nuances, with that sugar, very sweet, with raspberry, some fruitiness to it. And this is Rose Omeyyyade by Atelier d'Or. So I love this fragrance house. They have amazing creations, but this rose fragrance, this is really that rose fragrance with the best trail ever. I have other rose fragrances that I love, but nothing compares to the trail of this fragrance. The trail, the dry down, the longer I wear it, the deeper it gets, the more carnal it gets, the darker it gets, but it's not too overwhelming. So it's that woody and fruity rose that smells a little bit oriental. A rose fragrance with a 10 out of 10 trail that doesn't smell just like a rose. So yeah, Rose Omeyyyade, Atelier d'Or. The next fragrance is a fruity, sexy pineapple. It's a complex fragrance, very long lasting, projects a lot, stays on your skin the whole day, and it's a compliment getter. I've gotten so many compliments from this fragrance. It smells sexy, it smells playful, fruity, woody, also musky and a little bit powdery, and yet very thick. So this is Arsenico by CANTO. You know, no, it's not similar to Aventus. It has the pineapple, the apples, green apples, but it's a complex, powdery, woody, fruity fragrance, not just for summer, although I think it's one of the most sexy or the sexiest summery fragrances. This is unisex for men and women. It has lots of sweetness to it, lots of fruitiness, and also the perfumer is Paula Trenzi, so there is the muskiness in it. It creates like a powdery feel to it without being too powdery, ambery, fruity, with the pineapples, with the green apples. An amazing release if you're looking for the next sexy fragrance that you can wear all year round, but it's especially good during summer. Then Arsenico is that fragrance. And also a fragrance, musky fragrance, ambery, with orris root, with a little bit of some mandarin orange, and also iris. It's that ambery, musky fragrance that doesn't smell fresh. It smells clean but very warm and cozy and ambery, sexy. It has the orris root and also I think iris, mandarin orange, so it has this, like, you know, a little bit of that fruity sweetness. So this is Masque de Sable by Les Indemodables. I've mentioned this fragrance on my channel multiple times. I keep mentioning this fragrance in every second video, but I just love it a lot. You can see I have used up a lot of this fragrance. During winter, this is one of the most beautiful musky fragrances. It's warm, it's ambery, it has the orris root, so it feels irisy and ambery and musky, not fresh, not clean, and yet you smell like you're put together. You know, you have the most beautiful coat and it's freezing outside, and then you put this fragrance. It's 10 out of 10 trail, an addictive fragrance, something you shouldn't miss in your collection if you love orris root or maybe iris, something very smooth, ambery, musky, a little bit powdery. So yeah, Masque de Sable. Now the next fragrance is the one that I don't own. I have a sample and I'm still not sure if I will buy it, but it has the best trail ever when it comes to winter fragrances. I cannot pull off this fragrance during fall, summer or spring. This is to me a strictly winter heavy or winter appropriate fragrance, and it's Oud Satin Mood by Maison Francis KURKDJIAN. This fragrance, I don't remember it being that feminine leaning, that sweet. It has gotten a little bit too rosy for me, very powdery and violet heavy. Maybe they reformulated it, maybe not, who knows, but this fragrance is that fragrance that this is to me a black tie event during winter fragrance. You know, you have like the most beautiful dress, makeup and everything, and then you wear this fragrance. This is 1000 out of 10 trail, the most addictive fragrance. Very elegant, high class fragrance, nothing I would wear to the office, you know, or to the gym. It's a fragrance that I would really wear just for special occasions, so that's why I'm good just with a sample. But if you're looking for the next most elegant, special occasion fragrance during winter than Oud Satin Mood by Maison Francis Kurkdjian is for you. And let's do the last fragrance in this video. This is a fragrance that everybody knows, and this is a fragrance I bought. I love it. The longevity wasn't enough. Actually, the fragrance disappeared from my skin after maybe 2 hours. My husband also said it's not long lasting, but I just love it. It's one of the most beautiful, a little bit white floral, leathery fragrances with a 10 out of 10 trail. An addictive fragrance, a must have if you love leathery fragrances, and this is Tom Ford Ombre Leather. What a beautiful release. This is, yeah, I think one of the few fragrances I actually like from Tom Ford. Tom Ford was never for me. I just don't enjoy their fragrances. I don't know why they don't speak to me. I don't get the wow effect when I smell their fragrances, and I hate the bitter peach and also the cherry fragrance. But Ombre Leather by Tom Ford is that fragrance that I just cannot get enough of. It's so soft, a little bit of white floral and complex, and yet so simple. It's a leathery, softer white floral fragrance. I imagine it on a younger man, but also why not older, also women. You see, it's a complex fragrance for everybody. It's also not hard to wear. Fall, summer, spring, anytime, anywhere. So yeah, an amazing release, Tom Ford Ombre Leather. And that was it for this video. Let me know if you know these fragrances. What are your thoughts? What are your favorite fragrances with a 10 out of 10 trail? So yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.